an energetic crowd for a Thursday morning.
I think we're off to a fantastic start, don't you agree?
Off to a great start.
So let's talk about creating our own economy. And in order to do that, that's a pretty bold kind of effort.
It's a big statement.
It seems like a big statement, but it's true here. It's true here. You really can create your own economy, create that residual income, to enable somebody to have time and financial freedom. But in order to do that, you have to have a system, a vehicle to do so. And of course, we have the most realistic and most lucrative one with the unfranchised business. But we got to simplify some things in order to make it not only easier and faster, but to make the business more fun. If it's not fun, it's really not worth doing it. Would you agree, Jim?
There was a time where we used to tell people, you got to pay attention. You have to do this. We do it this way because of this. But we want to make it a point where we say, let's focus on the things that are going to make us money and not have to focus on things that don't by simplifying. And that's really where we're going to go.
So for over 20 years, the same fundamentals apply, the basic 5, right? It's still the same today.
And it's not going to change.
But technology, systems, tools enable us to be more efficient, more effective in implementing these fundamentals. So it comes down to making sure that the time you're spending in the business is quality time.
And part of that quality time is result-producing activities. And I want you to understand while you're here, and Dennis did a great job just now talking about do something, didn't he? But this is what you need to do. You need to use our products. You need to sell our products. You need to introduce this business to people, and you need to move tickets to the events to those new people. If we do these things, simple things, over and over and over again, we will be filling up arenas of 40 and 60,000 people.
Selling the products, being a part of the product, selling the business, showing the plan, and moving tickets to the next conference. And there has been a number of accomplishments that hopefully you're feeling, enjoying, and experiencing to make our business simpler and more fun. I mean, the first thing that we did a little over a year ago is we introduced the Fast Start program to make it more cost-effective to establish the business, less decisions, a general one, a MODAS one, and a TLS one.
Then we came out with the new PowerPoint presentation. We limited the number of clicks. We lowered the time on it so it became much quicker, faster, easier to show for people.
Great presentation now, and of course that resulted in a new flip chart to match the PowerPoint presentation.
And then we came out with an auto annual renewal program. It's hard for people to remember now. And all this has happened in the last 2 years. But how many of you remember we had to get that paper order form in, and if you didn't have it this time of the year, you were like, oh, it's getting crazy. I got to get a hold of everyone who hasn't done it. Now it's done automatically. Don't have to worry about it.
Not only that, it was that odd date of August 1st, after August 1st. Don't have to think about that anymore. It's all automatic. The new Getting Started guide, of course, we simplified it, condensed it, and made the focus on the first page, the result-producing activities that need to be accomplished to build that foundation.
And then we continue to update our new About MA document, so we have a viral tool to send out to everybody.
The sign-up wizard. Many people had some difficulties. You couldn't go back if you made a mistake, or you made a mistake on the credit card, or whatever. Now we fixed all that.
You have to call the office in the morning, and it was stuck there, and now you can go back, you can change it. It's perfect.
Pain in the neck. The transfer buying autofill, of course, based on the Fast Start program that selected automatically fills the transfer buying order. You simply click submit and move on to the next step in the sign-up wizard.
Then we took and simplified the Getting Started wizard. We got out of what we didn't need, and we added what we did and made it faster and quicker for everybody.
And now, when somebody establishes the business, at the end of the sign-up wizard, there is a promotion to the next conference. I should say most, but a number of people don't have the tickets on hand, so the new person, albeit they probably would want to attend a conference to learn the things they have to learn to be successful when they're establishing their business, they aren't guided properly.
And now we have the tickets there. It can't be passed. However, it will be passed when we sell out this event this weekend. You can't have a ticket promotion on tickets that are already sold. So our job is to sell out the event.
Of course. And then, of course, the new video, the I'm an Entrepreneur, in a short and a long version.
And then product kits, one of my favorite things. Holy cow, we'll talk about those a little bit later.
NewMarketAmerica.com that we released, and of course online training, and then the free shipping for customers who buy over $100 worth of product on shop.com.
Now I know why I'm tired. That was a lot of stuff.
It's been great, but it's an ongoing process to keep things more simple and more fun so we can grow faster. And, Jim, when you think about the first thing here, how we pay commissions, we pay them with a physical check, and it goes through the postal service to get to the unfranchised owner who earned that commission.
Well, sometimes it goes to your neighbor.
You've had that happen?
I've had that happen. I went to my neighbor. My neighbor liked it. Sometimes it doesn't show up because of the postal service.
And of course, now we've been experiencing with the bad weather up where you live in Chicago.
What are we going to do? It's what we do.
Well, there is something called direct deposit, which
what's direct deposit?
It's a technology that's available out there. In fact, besides Canada and the United States, every country that we have gets their commissions direct deposits. I think we should consider that for the U.S. and Canada.
I'm not making that move without talking to Mark. Hey, we got to talk to Mark on this.
We do. Our Chief Operating Officer, Mark Ashley, can we get your permission to do a little programming in order to make direct deposit available for everybody in the United States and Canada?
You heard the crowd.
All right. Thumb up. Right. Thank you.
Very good.
So in the coming just couple of months, we're going to communicate. When
I'm going to repeat that. It's not going to happen next week. I just want to repeat it. It's good. We got the green light. It'll be coming in the next couple months. We will be direct deposit company. Good.
All right. That's a good start.
Wow, good start. Thank you for those two standing ovations.
We keep simplifying. Okay, next, audios. Of course, you've learned by listening to audios, you can you listen, learn, teach, share, and grow. Through repetition, you internalize the principles and concepts, and you speak it, you become it, and you duplicate it. And of course, it used to be audio cassettes, then CDs, and audio downloads. Yet we charge for the audio downloads.
It was $5 a cassette, remember that?
Yep.
And now you look at, Andrew, that says 8 gigs.
Well, here's what we did. We decided to kind of bolster and make a better device available. So coming in late February, early March, we have a new device. We moved up the gigabytes. We added additional tracks. And most importantly to me is that we have close to 100 power profiles on our YouTube channel. We took all those audios and added them to the MP, which now 4-player.
And it works like a nano, basically, because one of the issues we had for anyone who used your player was if you stopped, you had to go back to the beginning of it. This you'll be able to move and go to what you want to. It's going to be great, guys. You're going to love it.
Really, really nice. So we added additional value to the subscription. Of course, it's included in the subscription kit with no additional costs.
Then we moved into, we have our new Getting Started guide, which we introduced about a year ago. We narrowed it down, put the focus where we felt the focus really needed to be, but we've made a couple enhancements we want to make sure everybody's seen. One of those is on the front page. When you open it up, we now have put the queue date on there, so you have the ability to write in the queue date for the person. We had a number of field leaders call us, say we'd like to have that on there, so they have that.
And then on the first page, you'll notice it has the necessary tasks and activities, what needs to be committed to lay the foundation for the business. And what we did was we added the fact that everyone needs to assess their home, do a home assessment. There's so much product that should be purchased from our own business, but rather it's being purchased elsewhere, contributing to somebody else's business.
So we could sit down with somebody new who we're going through the Getting Started guide with, that pops up, and we can go to that page and actually walk through with them, and we can be preparing their second order right there to replace the existing items they have.
Precisely.
Okay.
So
good.
Convert your spending into earning, and it refers to page 6, which is the home assessment, which ultimately is kind of a scaled-down version of the home shopping list. All the necessary basic products based on your laundry room, your kitchen, your bathroom, that should be purchased from your own business so you can convert your spending into earning as you build your own shopping annuity.
And then we added on here as well 2 sections, because AutoShip has become such a big thing, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. We added a part in here about adding customers on AutoShip and about using Shop Buddy, because we wanted, again, right in this front page, result-producing activities that if you take care of these, you are going to be building your business. And we put it right there. And of course, this is an example of the home assessment that Andrew was talking about.
And JR, of course, is going to go into depth tomorrow on how to contribute to your shopping annuity, why it makes all the sense in the world, and how you can really bolster the volume being generated in your organization without even adding any additional people to get started with. Of course, the Getting Started Guide is available at unfranchisetraining.com. It's included in the subscription kit and the Fast Start kit, and is also available through the download section of your Unfranchise business account. Let's just keep simplifying things.
Let's keep simplifying. You know, the product kits. How have you guys enjoyed the product kits so far? Has that been a big hit? You know, a lot of field leaders came to us, Jackie Blasco, Jason Barter, people have been using this, said we're having great results with them, we'd like to incorporate them into the company, we listened. You know, we took this, and what our goal is to get more preferred customer using more products, because people make one buying decision. We felt we could get more products in there, more products per customer, more retail profit for our business owners, because isn't that a big thing we want, is to generate retail profit and less decisions altogether.
I mean, really, you're building share of customer immediately. So rather than starting with OPC3, then moving to the multivitamin, maybe the calcium, maybe the vitamin C, you're kind of starting with a number of products right from the start. So more volume, more retail profits immediately.
With that, our Daily Essentials Kit was one of the first ones we introduced. $40 retail profit on this Daily Essentials Kit, and I always want to make sure everyone understands how important that is. For a new person starting off, if they have 3 customers who order this on a monthly basis, that's almost $120 of retail profit covering all expenses, everything to get their business up and running, and a tremendous saving to our customer.
Savings to the customer, great value for the customer, of course, great value for us as unfranchise owners. High BV values as well. We also, at the same time, the Daily Essentials Kit introductions, we launched the Anti-Aging Kit, which once again, amazing value, great BV value, and great savings for the customer and the unfranchise owner. So over the last several months, we've added additional kits because it is more simple to kind of target a specific area of health and have those necessary products already packaged.
Correct.
In one simple kit.
Marty did a great job giving us some great pricing and great BV on that to be able to do it. We came out with the Joint Health and Flexibility Kit, which we then added to our Energy Booster Kit, which I think Mr. Franks took all 3 of these before he came out.
I think he did. He does it all, exactly. Yeah. The Energy Booster Kit's been great. The Digestive Health Kit, of course, the new look to our Ultimate Aloe has been fantastic. And you got to detox every now and then.
You need a detox.
All right. So, and then, of course, in our global community, there's not much stress.
No, we'll talk about that.
Especially with all the things that we're doing to simplify the business.
Yeah, less stress.
Stress-free environment.
But other customers need it.
But people in the outside world need it, exactly.
So now, and again, I'm going to give a lot of credit right here to Jackie Blasco, to Chris Blasco. I got to spend some time with them on a Moving Up seminar. They showed me what they're doing, moving kits at the end of home presentations, and the results they're having. If you take a look at this right now, and you guys are going to love this when this clicks in. This shows 3 kits right here. A Daily Essentials Kit, a Find Your Fit Kit, an Optimal Wellness Kit. Do you see what the 4th thing is? It is a Fast Start Kit. So you have the ability to walk in, do a home presentation, focus on these 3 categories. It's a pre-made order form that is in your back office as of today that you can download under sales aids, that you could then have somebody fill out and check what they like, and you're walking out selling kits or having somebody who says, I'm ready to start my business and do the same thing.
You know, Jackie Blasco was a pro in the business. She's one of the most successful in the company.
Rock star.
And it just makes a lot of sense. You think about it, somebody's going to look at the different kits, and they're basically going to go and say, well, listen, I'd like to just have my own business. Own my own shop.com. I'm going to go for that kit. Yeah. It's a great way to bring up the business and to generate more unfranchise owners. And it's going to create more relaxation. You know, Jim, is this what you do during the day? Is this where when I'm calling you during the day, you on the golf course?
Typically, in the winter, this is Wisconsin.
So Jim's relaxing. He looks great there. And, and when he starts to work, it's just, it just starts to work there. It wasn't that big of a deal. Taking an order, having a cocktail, it wasn't a big deal. Did you see the difference between relaxing and working? There's relaxing. I'm going to do it one more time just in case they missed it.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping, though, with all the stuff we're simplifying, I won't have to work so darn hard.
Well, we want to make things automatic, too. If we make some things automatic, then maybe you wouldn't even have to have the cell phone.
If I don't have to have a cell phone, I could have 2 beers.
Oh, is that what you would do then?
Yeah.
Double fist.
2 beers. All right. So let's talk about how we could simplify it further and make it even simpler. AutoShip. Now, I'm telling you, I am passionate about AutoShip for our company. I'm going to share a little bit right now. Mark Ashley is going to share some great things with you tomorrow about what we're doing at AutoShip, but some of you got an announcement already who have AutoShip customers, so let me share with you a little bit about what we're going to be doing. This ensures ongoing BV, it ensures retail profit, it simplifies because you don't have to think about it, customer doesn't have to think about it, and you have ongoing BV. So starting next week, this will go live. When it goes live, I'm going to show you the back office principle. You would go right now under Classic, which again will change soon, but you would go to where it says preferred customers, then to AutoShip. Okay, everybody sees that. You click on AutoShip. When you click on that, it is now going to show you a part of our back office where it says Universal AutoShip Discount. Everybody is going to be opted into a 5% discount for every customer you have on AutoShip. So, and what Mark's going to share with you will blow your mind away, because what I told Mark when we talked about it, I said, right now, mostly it's distributors who are driving this from the back office. And Mark said, we can make it better. We can make it so it drives it from the front. And when you see what happens with that, we're going to have customers ordering over and over. Now, some of you say, but I've got people who get more than a 5% discount. What happens to them? You have the ability to opt in or opt out if you don't want to, but you also have the ability to, per customer, give as much as a 10% discount, so they can get a 10% discount. Now, I want to share with you why this is so big. Anyone who's done this also knows if you gave a discount on AutoShip, Mark, did they get free shipping? They didn't. Now they do. If they get same shipping standards we have with everything else, so they'll be able to get the free shipping, even if it's a package, we've built that into it, so they'll be able to do that as well, which currently wasn't done. And it'll show the discounts, as you can see right here, as well as then, whoops, back one, sorry, Andrew, I hit one too many. There you go. And then it'll show it right back on the bottom as well. So that's the back office part of it. That should be live. We're thinking midweek at the latest, maybe Monday at the latest. You'll see it and be able to put your customers on AutoShip. Let's tell them why to put them on AutoShip.
Well, as Dennis mentioned, we're a retail-driven business, and the constant regeneration of volume from the repeat sales to customers is what keeps the business going. So you don't have to be dependent solely on the recruitment of additional unfranchised owners. So when you just kind of think about this just for a moment, even to make this regeneration of volume automatic, by just having 5 unfranchised owners in your left and right organization, each having 5 customers on AutoShip for just 50 BV, that could be a daily essentials kit, which is 65.
Less than a daily essentials
less than that.
Kit.
I can generate over 1,200 BV a month, which obviously, as you guys know, would be a $300 commission monthly in addition to the retail profits. That's a pretty significant income.
Very significant.
Coming in automatically. And then, of course, when you take that a step further, having 25 unfranchised owners in your left and right, having 5 preferred customers on an AutoShip of 50 BV, it's over 5,000, over 6,000 BV on a monthly basis, which of course takes you to the pay cycle, $1,500 at a minimum in commissions, not to mention the retail profits. Automatically. We talk about base 10, 7 strong to get the foundation built. It starts with you being a product of the product, using at least 100 BV, which is going to increase dramatically when you hear JR speak.
Oh, after hearing that, it'll be way up. But we'll use the minimum right now just to make it simple.
Just to see the comparison. 100 BV being a product of the product, using your own products, right? And then generating a minimum of 10 preferred customers, each customer generating 30 BV. 300 BV, that would equal, plus the 100 is 400 BV is the minimum that we want to have be produced by an unfranchised owner that we're working with. And of course, duplicating that down, 3 on the left and 3 on the right, including yourself, is the 7 strong, each implementing base 10.
Correct.
It's $300 a month.
Yeah, but we can take that to another level. Daily Essentials Kit. So if you had a 65 BV Daily Essentials Kit and you had base 10 7 strong, that would actually be 650 BV that would be coming through on a monthly basis, plus your usage. Now you put that into base 10 7 strong, and what you see now is you would be able to earn 2 commission checks because you'll be able to place volume down below and a retail profit of $350 to $400 per month with this.
I think it's pretty significant. Wouldn't you agree?
It's huge. It's huge.
Coming in automatic. And we have some unfranchised owners that have been implementing the AutoShip program very successfully. Joan Herrera, who is here. Joan, I don't know. Okay, Joan has 18. She has 18 customers on AutoShip, but she lost 3 of them. Those 3 people became unfranchised owners.
Who probably have 5 people on AutoShip.
So now she has 15 customers on AutoShip, which creates 900 BV a month. So we asked her, what?
I'm going to repeat, 900 BV a month coming in whether she does anything or not now.
Automatically.
AutoShip.
So we asked her, what have you been doing to be so effective at getting people to enroll in our AutoShip program? And all she said was, I asked new preferred customers if they want to register for AutoShip right away to receive a discount. She just asks a question.
She
How
just
would you like
does
to
it.
receive a discount by going on AutoShip? And of course, she brings up the fact they can choose their frequency, 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, so they can have their products coming in automatically so they're never going to miss a dose of isotonics, whatever the products are.
Yep. We also have another person we talked to named Dawn Hans. A lot of you may know Dawn. She's an amazing retailer. She had 20 customers on AutoShip. Imagine, 20 customers on AutoShip. 5 have turned into distributors now, have converted to distributors, creating 1,400 BV per month. 1,400 BV per month, automatically cycling with AutoShip. We said, how do you promote it? She says, I offer them the discount if they go on AutoShip. A discount to go on AutoShip, and you can see what's happened. She lets them set it up, whether it's 30, 45, 90, and gets the repeat business. We're spending time on this, guys, because if you are not implementing this right now, you're missing a huge thing, and you're going to see tomorrow why it's going to be even bigger.
Even simpler.
Simple.
Now, here's something that's been kind of a nuisance, a little problematic. To me, when something is due at the end of the day, to me it'd be due by midnight, right?
Typically.
Well, typically, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, for over 20 years, the Form 1000, or quarterly sales report, needs to be submitted not by midnight, but by 1:59 p.m. or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the West Coast, that would mean you have to have it in by 11 a.m. Where you live,
It'd be by one.
Correct, 1.
One. I'm an hour earlier, yes.
1 hour earlier.
1 hour.
And for a new unfranchised owner, if they missed the Form 1000, maybe it's later in the afternoon they were going to do it. They didn't realize it was 2 o'clock.
They wanted to do it after work. They're not on the game yet. They're not up to what they should be.
They call their sponsor, they call the company, and the company tells them, well, it's 2 p.m.
They're a little discouraged.
Deadline. Why is that? It creates questions, creates doubt. They get a little frustrated, and they, sometimes it prevents people from moving forward in the business. They lose confidence. So
What do you want to do?
I think we need to talk to our chief operating officer once again.
We got to talk to Mark again?
Mark.
Mark, excuse us.
Thank you for the direct deposit earlier. We have one more request.
You're
I
going
understand.
leaving.
I know you have work to do, but one more request. Will you please enable us to have the Form 1000 to be due, not by 1:59 p.m., but by 11:59 p.m.? Can we? Can we get a oh, thanks,
all right,
Mark.
we got
oh,
it.
thanks.
All right.
Thanks. That's amazing.
When do you think about that? Couple weeks, guys. So not right away. Tomorrow or next week, tomorrow, it's due by 11:59 or 1:59. In a couple weeks, it'll be changed to the 11:59.
We'll send a communication out. Okay.
We'll send everything out. Okay.
Let's just see what that looks like just for a moment. I'll get it. Oh, you did it.
Oh.
So it's 1 to 11. Okay, great.
All right. Very nice.
I think it's something small, but actually it's a pretty big.
It's going to simplify and.
Come on, Jim.
This is so simple. I get here a couple days early. This is what I run into.
I look good at the pool.
And he's relaxed, and he looks good. He's been working out, but then all of a sudden the phone rings. He's like, I'm working, Jim. Don't bug me. Puts a customer on AutoShip on his iPad there.
Very efficient, right on the iPad.
And then he says, that's it. Leave me alone. I mean, guys, we were going to make the business so you can do it anywhere, have fun doing it, and make it simple so it keeps going.
Exactly.
I want to talk quickly about something on our Moving Up seminars that are coming up. I know a number of you have been on them. Where are they? New York, Miami. They're 2 days interactive. It's not a lecture like this. It is where we interact with each other, small group training, 2 or 3 trainers per session, and we focus on result-producing activities the whole time. Up in booth 124, you have the ability to get up there and see and register for these. You can see the dates that are up there. We've got some coming up in March right away. A few pictures from times we've been there. Agenda, we spend some time on the boat. We usually take it out one of the days. We have breakfast on there. We do a training room, classroom style. We focus a lot on things we can't do from a big stage like this, whether it be the call workshops where we can really dig in, or things like that. Training, organizational review for masters and above a lot of times. But one of the things I think is most important, we do live call workshops there, is hearing not from us who are there training, but some of the people who have been there just recently. So I'd like to bring up Jackie Blasco and Buddy Robinson, if I could, please. All right, Jackie. That's all right. Come on up. Give us a quick little bit, Jackie. You had not been on a Moving Up seminar in almost 15 years. You came back this October. And what do you tell people what happened?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
It was incredible. It brought me back to 15 years ago when Julie Scholl told me to be on that boat. And I got on that boat all by myself because there was an empty spot with Elizabeth Weber. I sat there scared to death. Oh my God, what am I doing here, right? All by myself. And then it was a couple months later, I decided to bring 12 people with me. Yeah. And we were making money so fast because 12 people were there. And then a couple months later, I brought 36 people. 30. Okay, in my organization, following her example and Julie's example. Is that amazing or what? And then Jim says to me 15 years later.
15 years later.
You need to be on that boat. I'm like, yeah, I know, but whatever. All right. And so I did because he said so. I'll do anything for you, Jim.
And what'd you do? You brought a bunch of people with you?
I brought a lot of people. I brought 20 people in a couple different sessions, 12 the first time, including this man. So that was the story, and now he'll tell you the rest.
Can we tell what happened with Buddy?
And I'm going to be on every one. I mean, I'm at least 3 this year. But I'm paying to go on in March. And then I'm going to be training with Jim in May.
That's right.
All right? So I'm so excited about this. If you don't invest in this for your future, then you don't want it. All right. Tell them why, Buddy.
All right, Buddy came on the October one.
Yeah.
October. Buddy, Jackie called you. Why don't you tell the rest of the story?
Well, Jackie gave me a whole 10 days to make a decision.
10 days.
Yeah,
Nice.
Well, 10 to 12 or something like that. But I said I wasn't going to go by myself. Nope. So Mike Wachnick, John Strock, and some other guys, Bob Ottman and Dan Strock, we all locked arms and said, we're going to make this trip and we're going to go. Well, it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. You know what? When you want to buck the leader, I recommend not to. And that's what Jackie has taught me. Just do it, just do it, just do it. Right? That's what she says every day. And I'll tell you what it's done for us, 31 new distributors, 32 distributors.
Since October 20th?
Like to 28th.
28th, 32 new distributors.
November 1st.
Yeah.
32 new people.
It's been an amazing ride, and you just got to follow this crazy lady.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you guys coming.
Thank
you can
you,
bring
guys.
this on back. Thank you very much. How about Jackie Blasco, Buddy Robinson? Awesome.
So the booth, section 124.
124. We're already almost sold out of the first March one. The second one is over halfway sold out. So if you're going to get them, jump on them and get them before they're gone. They're all available as of right now, and all the trainers are listed throughout the entire year as well.
You know, Jim, Jackie's earned millions in the business.
Millions.
And she's still as active as ever.
I love it.
Building new organizations, it's really inspiring to see that. It's great to have her a part of the team. So, we introduced the new Unfranchise presentation through the PowerPoint. We made the flip chart. Everybody's happy with it. I enjoy it. Showed the plan. It's much faster. It's easier. They understand it better. But the one thing that we really needed to do is go to the video. The video that we have now is old. It's like
Need to update it. How long is that video now?
Currently, the video is 26 minutes. It's the old design. It kind of the old logic behind the presentation.
How long will the new one be?
Well, well, think about it. From start to finish, if you can show the plan in 20 minutes or less, I think you're doing pretty good, don't you? Wouldn't you agree with that? 20 minutes?
20 minutes? And is it something we can send out to people?
We're going to make it, of course. It's going to be available on marketamerica.com as well as our YouTube channel. And one thing that I like about a video is the fact that it never messes up.
Yeah, it's perfect. And well, you know what I like? 26 minutes to 20. That's like 8-minute abs to 7-minute abs, baby. It's better.
Yes. And what our team did, really led by Jeremy Fenema and our IT team, did a fantastic job in creating a great new advancement, a great development, a great technology called Partner Now. Actually, Partner Now and our waiting room technology. Just want to take you through this because it's brand new, and I want you to understand how this technology enables you to really kind of facilitate the ABC pattern of building depth, the trial run process, and getting people started in the business faster and easier without hiccups.
That's right, and this is available right now. It's already in place. So I want to make sure everyone knows that, okay?
So think about it. When you help somebody establish their business, you needed to get their social security number, right, their credit card information, and to some people it's a little bit uncomfortable for them to email it to you or to provide it to you over the phone. It'd be nice if they could just simply go online and register their own business. Wouldn't you agree? So this kind of solves that challenge that we were dealing with a little bit. And then, of course, working at a distance. You know, if you're working at a distance with somebody in your organization who's brand new and they're ready to bring somebody on board, either you did it for them, which doesn't really teach them what to do and duplicate, or you had to be on the phone with them, kind of taking them through the sign-up wizard, doing a shared screen or a go-to meeting scenario. So the Partner Now process kind of solves all that, and it simplifies the process.
And we had the same thing happening when several people want to get started. And this has happened. We're attracting more and more big hitters into the business. And many of us have gone through this where you have somebody who wants to get started who has 2 people who want to get started. And it used to take too much time. We actually slowed down momentum. This will take care of that.
And of course, problems. You know, if you make a mistake, you place somebody incorrectly in the business, you have to call the company, have it switched. You know, maybe the sponsor information was wrong. It's problematic, and unfortunately, it's problematic and frustrating for the new unfranchised owner. They want to get started in retailing product and attracting people to their organization, their new business. So in classic unfranchised, so currently this is where you access the Partner Now process. You simply click on Other Services. You'll see My Organization, and then Partner Now, or Invite to Partner Now. You click on that, and it takes you to a landing page, which is very simple. All you'd have to do, when you have somebody new that's ready to establish their unfranchised business, enter their name and email into the space provided. Or if they're already a registered preferred customer, click the drop-down and highlight their name, and then simply send the email. It's already laid out for you. You can modify the text or the content in that email before sending it if you want. So you send that email to the person who's ready to establish their unfranchised business. Now, tomorrow, I think, or Saturday, you're going to learn all about the great new redesigned unfranchised business account. So you'll access it through the same areas, My Organization, and then Invite to Partner Now. So I just want to quickly take you through the process and then show you kind of a live demonstration to really kind of demonstrate how powerful this system really is to make our business building efforts easier, faster, and more enjoyable.
Exactly.
All right, so you clicked on Partner Now, Invite to Partner Now. You entered the name and email address of the new person coming on board. You send the email, and that person who gets an email will be provided with a link. They click on that link, and it takes them to this landing page.
So if I'm here, I would obviously click then on the United States flag.
Correct. If you're in Canada, it'd be Canada.
Correct.
You pick this up very quickly, Mr. Winkler. You pick it up very quickly.
I'm very fast on this.
So they click on the flag, and it takes them into the process. We have a very condensed, simplified application and agreement, okay? So the person doesn't have to know anything about how to fill out an application. It's a standard application that they probably have filled out before online.
But they keep their information private now.
They can do it themselves.
Okay.
Exactly right. So Then they complete the application. It takes them then to the UFMS agreement. They just simply purchase the UFMS membership. It explains the value of the unfranchised management system. And they click Purchase Membership and move on to the next step. The only way that an individual can establish...
This is a big point you do need to listen to on this. The only way
that an individual can establish their unfranchised business through the Partner Now process is with a Fast Start Kit, which is great, right? So the General Fast Start Kit, the Moda's Fast Start Kit, or the TLS one is available by clicking the drop-down. They click it, and they just simply add to cart and move on to the next step, which they're used to, enter their credit card information in, okay? If they make a mistake, they can go back, but they enter their credit card information into the space provided, and move on to the next step, which is the transfer buying. Now, it explains what it is. It's pre-populated based on the Fast Start program they've selected, and all they have to do basically is just click Submit and move forward. If they want to, they can adjust it, they can add to it, they can replace an item with something else, but at least it gets them going right away through the process. Now, they can change the shipping address if need be. And the last step is the combined 925 and 1001, simply agreeing to it, clicking Submit, and it provides them with their information, the distributor ID, the rep ID, and the preferred customer ID.
Can they log into their back office from here now?
They cannot.
They cannot. Okay, I want to make sure we understood that.
So when somebody completes the Partner Now process, what happens is that person now is in your waiting room. They're waiting to be placed into your organization, which of course you control. So all you have to do is go to the waiting room area of your unfranchised account, and you click on the distributor waiting to be placed. You get an email notifying you that somebody has completed the process. But not only do you get it as the sponsor, but your upline certified executive coordinator gets an email, and your upline professional coordinator and above gets an email saying there's an individual waiting to be placed into your organization. Okay?
And how long can I wait to place them?
To the end of the week.
To the end of the week. And if that wouldn't happen, the BV still counts for the week they enrolled no matter what, right? Correct, okay.
So I move forward, I simply place them in my organization. If I'm not quite sure, the placement ID, I can simply access the graphic organization right then and there to get I don't have to log out and then go back into the reports. It's right accessible for you. And I put my sponsor details in as well. In addition to those people who have completed the process, we also have an incomplete Partner Now side.
Maybe someone who got stuck, didn't know what to do, wasn't sure what something meant, and they're not finished yet.
And all you have to do is either give them a call, or you can resend the email to them. Maybe they finished the first couple of steps. When they click on that link on the second email that you sent them, it'll take them right back to where they left off in completing the Partner Now process. So it's really a great technology and a great platform to enable us to grow more efficiently, more effectively, especially long distance. So if I was cultivating Jim as a prospect, he's ready to establish his business, I'm ready to sponsor him, which I'd love to sponsor you into my organization, Jim.
It's a little late.
Not going to happen. I would just simply send you that email, and you can kind of do it yourself.
I'd fill it out. If I had a question, I could call you. Once that's in, it'd go in your waiting room. And then you could actually leverage the fact that I'm coming in to get somebody else into the business, or I could be prospecting, bringing people in who you would send an email, and you could help place them for me as a sponsor.
Exactly. Normally, if I would get him into the business, he doesn't know anything yet, much less how to sponsor somebody. Normally, I have to go online with him, teach him, and then it's problematic. So this solves all those problems. So do you want to take him through a quick little scenario?
Yeah, we're going to do a quick scenario. Can we have our guests come up, please?
So this is a business presentation I'm conducting for a new leg that I'm developing, okay? Wait a minute, I forget who my people are.
Don't forget your people.
I'm building so fast, I can't keep up with their names.
So what's happening here, Andrew's doing a home presentation. He has 2 business partners in his presentation who are pretty new. It's sort of working an ABC pattern, and they would be inviting people, getting people over, but they may not be comfortable placing people yet.
Right, so Tom is a brand new unfranchised.
Tom, raise your hand.
Tom, okay, great. You're in the business, say within 2 weeks, brand new. He's off to a great start. He'd already been using products, leading to people. He just recently sponsored, within the last few days, he sponsored Matt. We're actually at Matt's house because we're working in depth, following the ABC pattern. You have a fan, did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So here I am with Tom, sponsored Matt. We're at Matt's house, and Tom and Matt both have 2 prospects at this presentation. Matt has Lisa and Chris, and Tom has Mike and Pam, right?
Who's Ann? Who's over here?
Listen, I don't just build one. I work combinations, Jim. I have another organization, another leg, right? Ann is my prospect. She's a customer of mine.
Okay.
She was interested in the business, right? She's seen the business plan one time for me when I showed it one-on-one, and I wanted to bring her to this presentation because I like to work smart.
Great. So we have your personal guests, we have Tom's 2 guests, and we have Matt's 2 guests at Matt's home presentation, which you're doing.
So I just finished the presentation. When the video is finished, we can just simply show the video, or this is a PowerPoint, right? So finish the presentation, and here's what's going to happen, okay? Now, so here we are. If you look at the chart here, you have Tom on my left, who sponsored Matt, and I have Sue on my right side, okay? Now, what's happening here is Chris and Mike want to establish their business. Chris is Matt's guy, and Mike is Tom's guy. And Ann's ready to come on board. Okay, now remember, Tom and Matt don't know that much.
Can
Okay?
we get the diagram on the screens, guys, so they can see this? It'll help them if we can get the diagram. Thank you. All right.
So they're brand new in the business. So normally...
Well, what about Lisa and Pam?
Oh, I think Pam was a little mentally constipated. She's comfortably miserable.
Okay.
And she kind of disqualified herself.
Sorry, Pam. All right.
Okay. Lisa here was somewhat interested. Okay. She wanted to try some products first. We booked a follow-up appointment.
Okay.
We'll show it to her again when the timing is right.
Okay,
No
great.
problem. Okay. You can still stay with us though. So here we are. We have Tom and Matt. Now, normally, in order for Tom to personally sponsor Mike, I'd have to sit with Tom and take him through the process, and definitely with Matt, who's even newer than Tom. Now, so it'd be problematic to kind of facilitate that through the process. So what we're going to do is use the Partner Now process. All I have to do is send an email to Mike, Ann, and Chris at once. They each get an email. They each can click on the link. They can each register their own business, okay? When they complete that process, they're going to come into my waiting room, and all I have to do is place them into the organization. Now, Mike is going to be personally sponsored by Tom. So in the sponsor information, I put Tom's distributor ID number, and I place them on the left side of Matt.
So I want to clarify. You're able to put Tom's sponsor ID number in. You're able to place his new person down below. Is it Mike down below? And he gets credit for sponsoring that person.
Absolutely. He lets his prospect.
Because it's his prospect. Okay, but you're handling the...
I'm the architect of this new organization because I know what's going on.
Okay.
Right? New unfranchised owners don't really sometimes know their left from their right. Right? So here, and then underneath Mike is going to be Chris. Now, Matt's going to sponsor Chris because Chris is Matt's prospect. Okay, so all I have to do is put Matt's distributor ID number into the space provided and place him underneath Mike, and then I'm personally sponsoring Ann on my other side. All this is facilitated simultaneously, very simply through the Partner Now process, and it really enables us to follow the ABC pattern, the trial run process, so you don't get kind of caught up with mistakes and problems and phone calls and questions, this, that, and the other. It's a great new development. Thank you, Jeremy Fenema, for leading this.
Great job, Jeremy.
Currently making this work.
It really makes the person at the home kickoff, who is the experienced person, the architect of building this out, and that's the key.
It's an electronic kind of tool to help us follow the ABC
But
pattern.
nothing matters, guys, and this is vital. If you don't teach people what to do after they start, I don't care how many people you bring in, and I don't care how fast you do it, we won't succeed. So you need to dig in and teach them what to do after they get started. That's vital, okay?
Okay, so tonight we're going to be doing a breakout training session in Symphony 3 and 4 from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Jeremy is going to lead that breakout session. We can answer questions and really go through into depth with this new tool.
Great. And really, we're ending, it was all about result-producing activities, and now it's all about selling tickets. If we're going to be sponsoring a whole bunch more people, I would make sure I have my tickets to have for those people coming in. And with this 2-for-1 special that's going through today, you have an incredible, I'd be on the phone, I'd be texting people at home, I'd tell them to jump online, get it done, take care of it, get your tickets, because don't expect to wake up tomorrow and say it'll be okay. We're actually hoping to sell the event out either tonight or tomorrow morning and be done completely. That would be a home run. I think that's what everybody here wants, isn't it? Let's move it out.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For the rest of the day. Thank you.